Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jeremy and this is the Gen Tacoma. Today what we're going to be doing is replacing the front tweeters up there. If you have a Tacoma, you know that they stink, with these, sorry the lighting is not great, these kicker tweeters, much beefier. Once I get the first one out, I'll do a little comparison of them side by side. But we're going to be removing the tweeters and putting in these kickers today. Come on! All right, so to get started, I'm going to start on the driver's side. We're kind of cramped in here, so I'm going to be kind of reaching around for tools. We have to take down this A-arm, this pillar here, and to do that you need to take off this little SRS airbag cover, and then there's a bolt under that in order to get access to the panel where the tweeter is. I'm going to recommend, I have a little kit here with a whole bunch of pry tools and things like that. Got this off Amazon. It's a great kit to have. So I also am going to recommend using something to put against the pry tool so it doesn't scratch the plastic. If you just went with just the pry tool, it can tend to pry or scratch that plastic up. So I'm going to use, I just had this envelope lying around, so you could use whatever you have to get me in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pry that out. They did say it was difficult to get under, so you might have needed to use like a flat-headed screwdriver here. Let's see what else we have here. What else can we use to get under there? There we go. There we go. Underneath there is a 10mm socket. So again, a little socket set here. I'm going to use the 10mm, and I'm actually going to put on the extension, and we're going to take that off now. One thing to note is that I did disconnect the battery. There is an airbag in here. A lot of the videos I saw on YouTube said to disconnect the battery, so I went ahead and did that just to be safe. Some people said you didn't need to. Other people said to do it. I said I would, I'd err on the side of caution, and so I did disconnect the battery. This is being a little stubborn. So once we get that off, the whole A-pillar arm should kind of pop right out like that. So this is what it looks like with that out. I'm going to set that right over here. Now next, what they say, set these sockets off to the side. It's really cold here in New York today, so I wish we could have the doors open and some better workspace, but it's cold, so we're in the truck. My son's first time videoing for me today, so if the video stinks, we can blame him. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get up under here and we're gonna try to pry off these. There are a couple tabs from what I understand. Got to be very careful because they are fragile. Work your way around carefully and really close here. There's the last one, there we go. And it looks like this. This one has 3 tabs on this side. Not too bad, came off pretty easily. Now, getting into the speaker with the windshield can be kind of tricky. It's actually even hard to see. So I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to go with the shorty, trying to see if that will do. Okay, there's that. From what I understand, they do not give you much line. Whoop, they are direct plug and play. Okay. All right, so I got that out finally. That is pretty tricky. So I just want to give you a little side-by-side comparison of the two speakers. If you look at the back of them, the kicker is way heavier duty. It should be significantly better when we put it back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this back in place with the plug in. All right, want to tighten those down real well so that it doesn't rattle. And then we just do the reverse. So we're gonna put the two tabs, really nice touch that Toyota put on there with these little felt pieces to keep things from rattling. And I'm gonna tuck the two tabs in under first, and then really it just snaps in. It's really easy. And then we're gonna get the pillar piece back in. Again, it's gonna go down. There are nice pieces of felt in there as well. I'm gonna stick that down in. I'm gonna make sure that I'm getting it all tucked in and snapped in. You can kind of feel when it clicks in, and the hole will line up. I'm gonna take that bolt, finger tighten it back in, and then I'm gonna use that same wrench, same 10 millimeter, and tighten this down. And this little piece snaps back in, and we're all buttoned back up, ready to go. All right, so on the other side, it is very similar, but the handle here, these two pieces have to come off in order to get the pillar piece to come off. So again, I'm going to try really hard to get these off without scratching the plastic. Ooh, that one actually was pretty easy. Got that in the right spots. And this one, actually also pretty easy, so I'll take that as a win. Again, same 10 millimeter. I'm going to use the, where did I put it?
It's behind you, Dad.
In my seat?
No, behind you in the back, yeah.
I'm going to use the extension. And I'm going to take off these bolts. Second one. And should come off just like the other one did. Again, this is the inside. That's the same thing. Let's turn the light up a little bit, Liam. Did that make it brighter?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then we're going to use the same pry tool. Let's see if we can get it as easily as the other side came off. Very careful. I really don't want to break any of these plastic pieces. And I really don't want to lose those bolts either. Just kind of taking my time to make sure I don't break it. All right, this side is actually much easier to see than the other side. So hopefully comes off a little bit easier than the driver. So we're gonna, again, take off these two bolts that are holding on the speakers. I still can't quite get to the back one with the ratchet, so I'm gonna have to use that other socket, that other wrench as well. All right, got one. Going in for the second one. All right, both of those out. We have the tab to release the speaker. There's the old one. Set that off to the side. Going to connect the new speaker. Another thing to take note of is the box for these speakers says genuine Subaru on them. They are the right ones. If you watch any other YouTube videos or anything, you will see that these are the correct ones. I don't know why they say genuine Subaru, but they are the ones that fit the 3rd gen Tacomas. Just replacing these stock bolts. And once I get them finger tightened, I'm going to finish them off with the ratchet and the wrenches. All right, that one was significantly easier. I'm not sure if it was because I had already done the other side or because there's just more room here, but that one was way easier. So what I'm gonna do is put the dash cover back on, slide the tabs in, snap it into place, and then I'm going to take the handle, slide that down into place as well. There we go. Right up in the top. Right up in the top, there's a tab you've got to get lined up or else it won't go in. I didn't see that at first, but once you get that in there, it goes in way easier. And then it's just replace those bolts. Let's use this guy. All right, last one. Nice and snug, and then just pop these plastic outside covers back in. It's nice they have a little strap so it keeps them from coming completely unattached. There we go. So, thanks, Liam, for helping out. See you later. Shoo. All right, so all in all, my light is dead. So all in all, whole project took under 30 minutes. I did do research and look online. So I did follow a couple other YouTube tutorials, so I had an idea of what I was doing before. We took the old tweeters out and we put in new kicker tweeters in the dash. I had hopes and dreams of doing the OEM audio upgrade, but it's just not in the cards right now. So I did read that, I did see that replacing those tweeters does make a big difference. I did make a video of the sound before, and I was gonna include the new sound as well, but it just didn't do it any justice on this camera, so I'm not gonna include that in there. I will include some of my thoughts after I reconnect the battery and we play it, see what it sounds like. All right, so I can't play that song. I don't think YouTube will let me. I don't have the rights to some of the music. So anyway, I just want to say that the sound difference is incredible. For 30 minutes, it's really a lot louder, a lot crisper, a lot better. I'm gonna consider doing the other door speakers as well, now that I've done that and I feel a little bit more confident with it. I will link below where I got these speakers from in the Amazon link. Again, I'll test drive, I'll drive around, and I'll play some different types of music and stuff, and I'll give you my thoughts. If you've done the door speakers and you want to comment below with what your thoughts and how difficult it was, and if you think it's worth it, please do that and let me know. My light keeps going off. Thank you for watching the channel. Please subscribe. We'll be back real soon with the next video. Thanks, guys.